So the right after the property is under contract is when the due diligence period starts, the buyer due diligence period. So due diligence means the buyer has a buyer can do home inspection. Buyer has the right to go and check all the records in the town building department to make sure there's nothing, surprises, no surprises to him. He'll be looking at the permit records. If everything has been done to the code compliance, all those details will be obtained once he checks the town records of the property. So the due diligence period is when the buyer actually decides whether he or she wants to continue moving ahead with this sale. At this point, during the due diligence period, it's only the buyer who has the right to make a decision about continuing the process or walking out of the contract. So generally in the due diligence process, after a home inspection, what we can expect is, okay, they find something that requires immediate repair, then as a seller, it's your choice to either do the repairs or give the credit or do nothing at all. And in some cases, if the seller is unhappy, the buyer is unhappy with the results of inspection, he can terminate the contract and get his earnest money deposit back. So once we are past the due diligence period, that means when he has done the home inspection, when he has done the visit to the town building department to make sure that there are everything has been done to permits and there are no outstanding any notice of default, nothing outstanding. In that case, he can decide to go ahead. Go to the next phase. The appraisal phase, and once the buyer passes the due diligence periods, they cannot get out of the contract using that clause, that is the due diligence contingency or home inspection contingency. So the home inspection again happens like a showing, but like an extended showing. The buyer and his agent comes along with a home inspector to inspect your home. So it can take us anywhere between a couple of hours to 3 to 4 hours based on the size of the house. So during that period, it's expected that the sellers do not stay in the house because buyers and their agents are want to feel comfortable in looking in the house, and so it's suggested and recommended that the sellers do not stay in the house while inspection is happening.